Hey everyone, this is Nathan. This is my first live stream on this new channel. So for anyone who is new, hi, I'm Nathan, and I will be covering any severe weather this spring. So today we have an enhanced risk in parts of the south, including Texas and Oklahoma, and to the east. And right now, if we go ahead and take a look at the radar, and sorry for the beginning. This is a new setup for me, so but I just wanted to quickly go ahead and kind of explain the current situation. I also wanted to, because this is my first video on this channel, I just wanted to kind of get used to the technology. I'm assuming there's gonna be very few people watching this, if anyone. This is more just for me to kind of get used to the setup. But for those who are joining me, and there's probably very few today, we do have an enhanced risk of severe weather. And that includes all threats. I actually have this pulled up. So the enhanced risk is basically the northeast part of Texas, right on through northern half of Louisiana, and then into parts of Mississippi. And this also does, the slight risk also includes parts of Oklahoma, and that's actually the location where we see some of the current storms. So if we go ahead and take a look, we can see the only warnings for this are currently in Oklahoma, and this is south of Oklahoma City. So we all know where Norman is. Norman, Oklahoma is the center of the National Weather Service main office. So this is just south of there. I think the radar should be, yeah, right here. So we're using KTLX, which is pretty close. So the radar beam is getting decently low into the storm. If we just put this into motion, we can see it's tracking basically I'd say east-northeast at this point. And let's go ahead and maybe expand the details of this. So the storm is moving at 40 miles an hour, so not super fast, but not very slow either. The main hazard is hail. So again, it looks like wind's not too big of an issue at the moment. There is a slight, so let me go ahead and pull up the tornado risk today. It's not that high in southern Oklahoma. Cannot rule out a tornado, of course, but that risk is more over into Louisiana and Mississippi. For Oklahoma, everything looks relatively low when you're looking at the risk factors. I can go ahead and again, this is all new setup for me, but I can just pull up the velocity just to see. Interesting. So if we look at 1:40-ish p.m., there's a slight attempt at really nothing going on. Really, the tornado risk is basically minimal. I won't even mention that. Again, wind and tornadoes are not the highest in Oklahoma. Main chance for this will be hail. And let me pull up. I can actually pull up the hail. So vertically integrated liquid. This is basically. It looks like this first severe thunderstorm warning is kind of not really necessary at this point because the second one to the south and east kind of basically covers the entire threat for hail. So I think this first severe thunderstorm warning will be expiring. Oh, expired. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't want to send an update. Again, this is new technology. Sorry. I just got this all set up today. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it refreshed. It must take a second. Okay, so yeah, so this one severe thunderstorm warning looks like Lindsay, Oklahoma, Bradley, Oklahoma, moving to the east-northeast at 40 miles an hour, approaching Wayne, Oklahoma shortly. Again, there are other storms that are not severe warned, but we do have like hail over here, and really no big deals at the moment anywhere. Again, that will be changing later with this enhanced risk of severe weather. I'll be back on later to cover this. I just wanted to practice my new setup while there's not anything significant, so I'm not, practicing everything when there's actually a real threat. But just again, that's the main area of concern today. We also have a concern in the southern part of Florida, but it's a marginal risk. It's not very significant. So I'm thinking today's focus will definitely be Dallas, over to Shreveport, Louisiana, and then Jackson, Mississippi. And tomorrow, this threat continues to move east. So again, if there's any significant updates, a tornado warning, or significant severe thunderstorm warning, not just a small severe thunderstorm like what we're experiencing right now in Oklahoma, but an actual significant severe thunderstorm, I will definitely come on the air. And again, thank you for anyone who is returning. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat. And yeah, I'll be back on later, and hopefully when I'm on later, everything runs a lot smoother than right now, because... But, okay, thank you very much for joining.